Hello everyone, welcome back to PST channel. Today we are going back to Honkai Star Rail because of the update patch 1.2. Finally, the story continue from what we did before. In patch 1.1, it doesn't have the story. I don't know why, and I'm not sure if this game will have story like one patch and skip one patch like Genshin Impact or not. But in Genshin Impact, there are better side story in my opinion. If compared to the patch 1.1 we have here, there's barely any progress on the story. We just have the side quest for the museum story, which I more feel like the event story rather than a real side quest. I mean, it doesn't go deep. Anyway, now it's time to continue and we decide if this game story is worth waiting or not. First, let me do this quick. Right. Start. Okay, our main objective today would be the main story only. I will skip anything else. So let's see, where should we go? So I think the story is that back to... No, we are still in the... Should be the closest warp we can go. I have to say that I haven't walked this far down. Almost feel... Almost feel like it has been age that I have to run around Honkai Star Rail map. Because after we finish the story, whatever we do is just farming stuff and we always just warp directly to that location or we just walk a bit for the side quest. And most of the daily quests and side quests are this location. Okay, let's see, are there white actor too?
Whoa. Looks like the battle here was intense. The Master Diviner must have launched the campaign while we were delayed in the Artisanship Commission.
I have to increase the volume, sorry.
The most important task for the Xianzhou Luofu is suppressing the Stellaron. General Jing Yuan tasked the Master Diviner with commanding the Cloud Knights. He would have known she'd act on the results of her divination.
Thank goodness the General didn't make us go with the Knights. Fighting is totally different from adventuring. All these people... It's tough to bear. I'm afraid this is nothing, Benefactor.
Centuries ago, an emanator of abundance besieged the Luofu with the aim of taking the ambrosial arbor. They destroyed half our delves and killed most of the Cloud Knights. For long-life species, such events are more like yesterday's memories than ancient history. This awful spectacle is child's play in comparison.
Hey, is that supposed to make us feel better?
It's hard to tell if the Master Diviner won or lost here.
Okay, I try to recall the story. So far, I remember now that there are two deities that fighting each other just like two gods. One is the worship god of abundance, the healer god. Another one is the hunt god, basically the episode god in this game. And the healer god is giving out people immortal, but they have some cause, I'm not sure, that people get infected with some kind of syndrome and turn side. So that's why on the hunt side, another god is trying to fight the war with another side and kill each other, something like that, I guess. I'm not so sure of the story either.
I think so too. I can't see many Cloud Knights. The Xianzhou must have fought well.
Not necessarily. There'd usually be a base with supporting forces set up after a successful engagement, but we don't see any of that. Let's look around and see if we can find some clues.
The Crown Knight is basically
Mom, look, there's someone over
Chinese
there.
army from this ship. And Ao Jingyuan are the general of the Crown Knight.
You're not the Knights. What is your purpose here? It's dangerous.
We're reinforcements sent by the General. Where's everyone else?
Resorting to short-lived species as reinforcements. Jingyuan is truly running out of options.
Run! She's a disciple of Sanctus Medicus!
Silence. If my healing worked, you'll become one of us. And then it's not just me they'll be running from.
They heal people, and the people who get healed get infected
Leave here!
and become just like this. They become immortal also.
Control myself anymore!
I'll see you off.
You can see that they cannot control themselves
There's no time to lose.
and turn side basically.
This battle is unavoidable.
But I don't know why
You
this
chose the wrong enemy.
game make healing god become bad side. That is the god that seemed to be final villain. That did.
Follow my charge. Here, this thunder.
Time for the master stroke. Show no mercy.
The destruction god, which makes sense I guess. God of destruction to be the enemy.
Let me pen your wound.
Conflict is pitiless.
Receive divinity.
Your assistance is time.
The lives of short
Oh, there are second wave. I didn't know that. Oh my. This dog are kind of new enemy also.
You bully! There's always a weak. You don't look so good.
Zero Chak, super healing.
This thunder.
Basically, whoever attack, everyone get the heal. This is crazy.
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Why did you come to the Xianzhou?
You chose the wrong end.
Seek immortality? You don't have to appease Jing Yuan. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus can provide all that you desire.
We have 10 steps. Let's see the damage. Not as many as I thought it would. Oh my. They should all die. My Jing Yuan is super strong.
Hold on. We'll find someone to help.
Don't waste your time. They've converted me. I don't have much longer. Go. The Master Diviner's troops are ahead.
He stopped talking. It could be because he is assault or he's waiting turn.
The disciples of
Have
Saint
drama
Stephen
since
were
the
hurting
beginning.
For so long. Finally show their face. Did the
I will
Master
try
Diviner
to
wait
avoid
foresee
random
this?
enemy by
Be careful,
so we can
benefactors.
focus
The
quickly
disciples
for
of
the story.
Sanctus Medicus worship Yaoshut, the Plague's author, the greatest enemy of the Xianzhou. The Alliance has been trying to root out their secret organization for millennia.
Yeah, these two.
It's
Oh
no
my.
coincidence that they've
Come back
chosen
for
this
them later.
moment to reveal themselves.
I want to take time with puzzle right now. Let's proceed.
Who goes there? Show yourselves! Wait,
You're on the same side.
you. Quickly, in here. It's dangerous outside.
You recognize us?
Are you not the General's guests? The Master Diviner prophesied your arrival. We were ordered to wait for you under any circumstances.
Wait for us.
Yes, the Master Diviner ordered us to remain stationed here and went to scout ahead. They're saying the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have returned. They haven't been seen for an age. The troops are anxious. It's good that you're here. The Master Diviner said the Knights weren't to move out until you arrived. Please wait in the camp. We'll decide on our next steps once the Master Diviner returns.
That the Cloud Knights received orders not to advance is a bad sign. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I've heard the name before. If memory serves, they're an underground sect of the Abundance that's said to have lain dormant within the Xianzhou, plotting to overthrow the Alliance. The Stellaron has certainly caused Abundance-like abnormalities. Is that what motivated the Disciples to come out of the shadows? No. The Knight's main force remains intact. Something must have happened. Something we're not aware of. The Master Diviner isn't here. Let's head into camp and see what we can learn from the troops here.
Good idea. Why don't you take a look around, benefactors? My feet need a rest.
Who goes there?
It is a grassy pan in the face of the resident clowner. As you approach him, he nods his head in
Forgive me
salute.
for being brief. Warfare is a dangerous business. There's no time for idle chat. We took over this place a few hours ago under the Master Diviner's command. It was only afterwards that we learned our enemies were none other than the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, those who worship the Plague's author. Everything was going as planned. The sorcerers of the disciples and the fantastic creatures they commanded were no match for us. Then, after a while, our comrades suddenly started to slaughter one another.
I remember it now. At the last part of the story before, we kind of met with one disciple. think the head of disciple and they give us some medicine that probably would turn us into monster, but we didn't turn since our body are different than others.
Yes. Among the Sanctus Medicus monsters, there were our comrades. The greatest fear of the Xianzhou people is succumbing to our Mara-struck form around others. To do so means that we have given up on being human, lost the abomination sleeping in our immortal blood, and violated the Rainbow's admonishments. What the disciples of Sanctus Medicus did are despicable acts that every Alliance resident detests. I swear to the Arbiter that I will avenge my comrades.
You want to ask questions? Fine. But I must be present the whole way through. This part needs to be recorded as testimony.
Finally, someone to talk to. These Cloud Knights are so serious, so boring.
Master Diviner, you're back.
I have kept you waiting, but the deceit of the disciples is laid bare to me now. I was merely being courteous. According to my divination, you've hardly been here long.
The conflict is difficult, Master Diviner, but you have led your forces from the front lines and beyond in pursuit of the enemy. Admirable work.
Hardly. A diviner must acquire first-hand knowledge in order to calculate the future. Collecting intelligence in this way assists me in achieving the right answer. Wait, what's all this about a difficult conflict? The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been scheming for a long time, but our army is in no way inferior. How can things be so difficult?
I think Fu Chuan is like she always acts like she knows everything. However, last time he surprised two things. One thing is Kafka stuff and another thing is Jing Yuan. I think there are only two persons she can predict.
This is a Xianzhou affair, and there's no need for the Express to get involved. And now here we are running around doing everything. Even the IPC takes it easier on us. Let me guess. What are we up to this time? Could it be heading to the front lines? Leading the Cloud Knight charge? Well, try this on for size. Nope! I can't stand any more of this fighting. So there.
Who said you'd be heading to the battlefield?
We're not?
Jing Yuan's orders. He said that the value of unexpected guests lies in the unexpected. The Cloud Knight's assault was to demonstrate our power to the enemy head-on. Now it is time for the unexpected. Please, come with me.
Why not let us join the fight? I think we are strong enough.
After receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy Commission was once the Luofu's most vital commission. After all, it was they who changed the Xianzhou
Yes, this
into
robot,
a
huh?
life species. But in the end, the alchemists grew discontented and began to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the Arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it. Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
What huge elixir crucibles. There's still smoke coming out of them.
This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the Arbor, turning fantasy into reality. Since the smoke from the crucibles never ceases, this place was named Evenest Mansion. An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Indeed. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit Mara.
See.
Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one can know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara. Is there anything better than fear for destroying the morale of an army?
I think we
Cloud
can
Knight's
walk
first
in the...
assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you.
Yeah, we are immune to that smoke. You already tried the drug, right?
Indeed. This demonic vapor is a weapon targeted against the Cloud Knights. The Ambrosial Arbor is taboo for the Luofu, and the Xianzhou Alliance has always been fiercely independent. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus could never have guessed that the General would seek outside help. They won't be prepared against short-lived species.
Is this what General Jing Yuan meant by unexpected guests?
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality, one step at a time. Rather, only this way leads to the known best result. If we can afford to choose, then none would choose to leap off a cliff. Besides, this is not my decision alone. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Luofu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you?
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here, Mr. Yang, what do you think?
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates. You won't be left to fend for yourselves.
Okay, so we are invading that fortress.
I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering. Oh, wait, Mr. Yun! Why are you still here? You're too close to the crucible!
Thank you for the concern, but
I have to investigate.
The general commanded me to stay with you.
What is this?
Seems like the smoke is getting thinner.
Not thin enough. We need to hurry.
Okay, we have to place off them. No?
Turn it off!
I see. So we have to put off them to that position. Okay, try to kill first.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
The dead return! Conflict is pitiless! thunder! Show no mercy.
Yay!
So, you succeeded in dowsing the elixir cauldron.
Master of the Disciple of Sanctus Medicus. This one is the master.
Is already upon
We already meet the boss.
Shu. It's you.
I have met you before in my capacity as Chief Alchemist, Master Diviner. You don't seem surprised.
Indeed. The General and I knew that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. However, without evidence, we couldn't bring charges before the commissions. We had to wait for you to show yourselves. And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the Ambrosial Arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The Ten Lords Commission will address these transgressions during your reckoning.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took. How is it a crime to seek ascendance? In days of old, the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor enveloped the Xianzhou like a living creature. We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. Everyone could become celestial and shift form at will. Divine miracles descended onto all 9 Xianzhou ships. What a glorious time that was. How far the Xianzhou has fallen. We consent to be commanded by the devilish archer. Suffer continuously at the hands of the denizens of abundance. And the Ten Lords Commission even forces us to give up our immortality. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the Ambrosial Arbor first descended, nor did we witness its miracles. But now, we now have an opportunity to restore the ancient laws.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power and give up on their humanity. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death. Your deeds are nothing but evil.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. You have discarded power. A most foolish choice.
Really? Boss fight already? I don't expect it to be this fast.
You what the Celestials were capable of.
And we can auto too. Despite my team is too strong. I feel like auto should be suffix for any button.
Conflict is pitiless. Nothing later. Receive divinity.
Your assistance is
I'll
timely.
see you off.
By the way, my world level is the highest now. So enemy are a bit higher level than normal. You can check it here. Yeah, they are level 82. All the enemy are level above 80. But we don't even do full damage on them.
You don't look so good. There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
There's no time to lose. Here is thunder!
Show no mercy.
Merciful Medicus, hear my
Gonna remove whatever buff they have. Baocha is good against those kind of enemy. Oh, what is this? You can use ability that... What is that? Will stop. I should learn it first because those kind of... Whether big boss or miss boss will appear again in the chaos phase. Forgotten Hall. They're usually gonna have same mechanic. Has high chance for all target to become affected with Pana Siphon. What is Pana Siphon? What is Prana Siphon? Decrease maximum recoverable HP by 30%. Okay. Basically healing effect down this game. But we have it. But actually it decreased max HP here. I can see it. Now isn't this kind of anti-blade mechanic? In blade need max HP. I'm not sure if this change that or not, but I don't think it changed it. You still have the same max HP. You just can't recover it until the max, I think. So if that is the case, then blade can still work here.
Follow my gear. It's thunder.
Die.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
There's no time to conflict. It's pitiless.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Show no mercy.
I see that effect already wear off.
Receive divinity. 1,000 thanks. Here is thunder.
Die yet? Said what? I don't think this is a master unless she turned into a larger form like we see on the tester. Or she might turn into larger form later.
Pantilia, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have fulfilled our promise. You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Little pawn. Must you force me to intervene directly? I'm loath to flout my philosophy of destruction. Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of dismantling the Xianzhou from within. What a shame. It would have been nice to observe for a little longer. You received the gift of abundance.
What? What happened to our Ting Yun? What? Oh no! That shocked me.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
What happened with Ting Yun?
I have come with a single purpose: to set in motion the self-destruction of the Xianzhou.
Miss
Is that true? I mean, is that fake Ting Yun or is it a real Ting Yun? I'm not so sure.
Lend me your strength.
Here, this thunder! I'll see you off.
Eternal sleep is
The dead return! Is that it? Time.
Enemy hit really hurt.
Show no mercy.
As expect to level 80 and more enemy.
Conflict is pitiless.
This battle is
You chose the wrong enemy.
Let me tend your wound. You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Here, this thunder!
So this circle thing doesn't buff enemy like the one in the chaos phase.
There's no time to lose. Show no mercy.
They have no
Lend me your strength.
Follow my charge. Conflict is
But since that first double center stage, I'll make sure I steal the show. My apologies for leaving so soon. To keep. I'm sure my friends will be happy to entertain you.
Show no mercy.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
There's no time. Conflict is pitiless.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend.
Alright, I use this buff here so that the ATK buff will buff the following attack from Jing Yuan, which already have 10 stacks. It will hurt.
Follow my charge.
83k.
Here, this thunder!
That's a lot. Consider it's only single target.
Lend me your strength.
You chose the wrong.
Shoot the wrong opponent. If you shoot the correct one, you might survive.
Hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss Ting Yun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along?
Antimatter?
And what was
Antimatter
that
Legion?
out of her? And her body? Where did it go? Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
Want to know too? Is that fake one? Ting Yun is one of my 4-star character that I can use.
Thing we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Fantilia, a name I've heard other nameless speak of in the past. She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook. and
Oh, serve
finds
Nanook?
pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Meaning that Ting Yun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
I don't believe so. Fantilia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out until the obliteration of both is achieved.
They need to release Ting Yun in destruction part then.
Ting Yun had been
5-star.
misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Ting Yun we knew wasn't her true self, but an image Fantilia devised to serve her own purposes.
You're saying that the real Ting Yun is still...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Ting Yun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer.
Oh, I see. So there's a chance that she is
At this
an
point, it's all
imposter
just
too.
Conjecture and hope.
Alright.
If that body belonged to the real Ting Yun, it does raise the question of why Fantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave Ting Yun's remains behind as a display of power? I believe this to be Fantilia's goal. To sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen, planting a Stellaron in the Luofu, all part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Fantilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We must stop her. We need to take a star skiff to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The Ambrosial Arbor can be sealed from that delve. Let's make haste.
Let's make haste.
That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large.
Time is of essence. Let's go. A little while ago,
This is...
Alchemy Commission? I don't know. I don't even see the place.
Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
I guess we have to control Dang Heng again. Yep, control Dang Heng again. I don't like this party though because I can't use my super strong party I built. Message failed to send again.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three. The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade? I've delayed for too long. I need more information.
There's one problem about this game that the volume is kind of very loud when volume is very loud in the button, but the volume when they are speaking is kind of low volume.
I'm sorry, I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
What a huge cauldron.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Vidyadhara. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows the tide and refines it into medicinal pellets.
Oh. Is this the reason why Deng Hen become 5-star character? Did he just smell the smoke too much? But Deng Hen is with us. He shouldn't get affected by this, right? I mean, our main character, Mark 7, and other doesn't seem to get infected by the medicine.
All the elixir crucibles that the Videodora helped to construct contain Cloud Hymn magic. You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
Uh-huh. But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet, Cloud Hymn magic is just the beginning.
Of Vidyadhara and Mirajako? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
Searching power. It's you. You've returned, High Elder. Something terrible is happening in Steel Gorge Water Deep. Please, don't go any further. Your enemies are waiting for you.
That she's warning us?
I'm sorry. I cannot linger here. My friends have left.
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. As headstrong as you always were, it seems you already made your decision. There is a vessel bound for Steel Gorge Water Deep, located ahead.
Okay.
He's here.
Now the fighting scene.
Right on time.
Red vs Danghen.
Feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling. It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You're here. It's time to pay the price! It's time! You think changing form will help you escape? Escape.
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng.
Dan Heng.
I have nothing
Okay.
to do with your past.
So that is how it's pronounced. Dan Heng. Not Heng.
You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng.
Dan Heng.
You will know the pain of death.
Not on my
Fate is
watch.
similar to Zhongli. Okay, 2 on 2.
You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You
Know each other?
so familiar.
Look out!
Okay, I think the fighting scene is happening.
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Oh, what? He gets stabbed already? That's so fast.
I have news for you, boy.
There's no room for 4-star character when 5-star are fighting.
And the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Videodora. Imbibitor Lunae.
That's dragon horn right there.
You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice.
And why he fighting with Dang Hen now?
First it was the Stellaron.
Dang Hang.
Now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Sword, heed me.
Oh, okay.
I'm interested in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
So we have to fight with Dang King now.
Do not be afraid.
Dan Hang seems to still controlling himself right now, and I don't know why we can control Blade too. Who is support to be enemy? Okay. Ability cannot be used. What I do now?
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka.
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
Okay, we cannot control Blade.
Fail to send you.
I wonder if the power scale to verse 6 or not. Let's see. We are level 80. Blade also level 80. Enemy are 82, yeah. The scale with my world with is higher tier right now. Okay, I want to change setting. I think the volume of for speak are a bit low. Don't know how to use Dang Hang this form. I think his mechanic is like you charge your skill and you do the enhanced normal attack. But it seems that the skill is locked. They don't let me use it. We don't have healer in the team.
I wonder if the others are okay.
Can I enhance? No, ability cannot be used. Here is weird. They don't let me use ability for Dang Hang at all.
One choice.
Did she teach you?
Deserve no can't delay any longer.
Okay, I can use skill now. Use the skill to enhance Dang Hang. The Bitter Lune basic attack for up to 3 consecutive times. Basically, the more we charge, the stronger the attack we have.
Heaven Surge.
Oh, why can't we charge it twice in one turn? I don't know why.
Now.
I failed. This isn't over.
That's very cool. I think I will pull this version of Dang Hang.
Stop. Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Luofu's hotshot general.
But Jing Yuan, unlike a villain.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time.
Why not capture him? I think if they have 3 5-star fight against the 2 5-star, they might have win though.
It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together?
Yeah, but I'm glad that Dan Heng is still controlling himself.
Fluorescent depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Danheng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Oh, his name was Dan Feng and changed into Dan Heng.
Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you,
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Danfeng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Danfeng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Danfeng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will come for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Danfeng is no more. Now, there is only Danheng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. Go. Your friends are waiting for you.
What is this?
I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron Hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion.
So there are 4
It's
enemies.
far from over. Yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. From this battle onward, the Alliance must fight the Legion to our dying breath. Even if it means the end of the Law Fu.
So there are anti-matter, Legion, the Disciple of something medicine, and
Our intelligence tells us
Starrail
that the
Hunter.
Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. The armies of the 7 Ravagers all have their own means of destruction. They are not to be taken lightly. Lord Ravager Fantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare,
Cipher of
she has no
Sanctus
choice but to
Medicus.
retreat. And yet that hardly suits her philosophy of destruction.
Each name are Kindai Heart Limb.
Do you know something? When Don Fong committed his great crime, the 10 Lords Commission advocated strongly for him to be destroyed. The Vidyadhara, on the other hand, were split evenly in their favor and disfavor of the motion. The Dragon Transmutation inheritance was not intact after all. The senior Vidyadhara hated you, yet did not dare to kill you. The Vidyadhara were under great pressure. In order to placate the 10 Lords and Skyfaring Commissions, they performed an exuviation charm on Don Fong against his will. Still, they ensured that the charm contained a flaw, thinking that this would fool the 10 Lords Commission. The senior Vidyadhara were sure of their scheme. But you cannot hide fire with paper.
What he did in the past that served such punishment and banish.
We need to help them. Let's go.
Okay, finally, Dan Hung joined the team. So I can keep spending skill point to increase his power. No, I don't even need to spend skill point. It's crazy. It's cheating. Normally you need 1 skill point per 1 upgrade. But this is like
A foregone
I
conclusion.
don't know why. Maybe it's just story version only.
I sense a storm.
1 skill point. No, it doesn't even cost skill point. You enhance the attack for free every time. Cheating.
Now, this is our chance.
Yeah, I think this is the cheat version of Dan Hung.
Told you I could fight.
The strength.
Yeah, it's free upgrade. Normally you cost 3 skill point to do it like this.
Forgive me.
Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
My turn.
Every character seems normal. Just Dan Hung.
I sense a storm.
Cheat.
Heaven surge. Now.
This is our chance.
There's no time to lose.
Tough luck running into me.
The strength. Heaven surge. Forgive me.
Let's go.
Follow my charge. Here, this thunder.
Yeah, but Dan Hang couldn't use ultimate in this version. Still, he cheat with that free skill point skill. Doesn't cost anything. Just charge the dragon. And actually, I want to say that the enhanced attack is stronger than his ultimate.
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The Seat of Divine Foresight relayed the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's Author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Huh? Is that... Don Hung? You are Don Hung, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guests, when you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly anxious. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt. The Luofu is in your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Fantilia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Don Hung and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew.
And I even
Explore,
refused.
Understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number few indeed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, as on the Express, every vote counts.
Don Hung?
Oh, our hand or remain still. Oh, why not?
Thank you, Don Hung.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Luofu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived.
There are just too many factions in this game.
Plan, General.
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the Senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm. And on Dong Hong's ability to access the memories of the High Elder.
High Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Luofu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence. Under the direction of the High Elder, the Videodora guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the Arbor. To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance erected the Dragon Vista Rain Monument, a Videodora statue.
It looks so much like Don Hung. I wonder if
Don't have to wonder, it's him.
the statue is that Don Hung's brother?
Nope.
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. The most recent successor did not inherit the same level of power, and their appearance is that of a child. Do you understand, Don Hong? Since Dong Feng perished, the Luofu Videodora have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the Arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree. What happens next is in your hands.
Actually, there are like music playing right now. A song with someone singing too. But I couldn't hear the vocal clearly. Status. Part no. Voice over. Okay, Chinese music. What the sea open again? It's just like Odin slap in Final Fantasy 16. We open like under the sea dungeon, but we dig it above the sea.
Mentioned that Scale Gorge waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small
Dragon
mountains,
Palace, just like
all
Japanese
these submerged
tales.
structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age passed. The palace was left in ruins, and the Videodora used their sacred homeland to imprison the Arbor. The Luofu and the Xianzhou are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further incidents.
Jing Yuan. General, are you planning to face Cantilia alone?
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few friends for support.
General, don't cast us aside. We're willing to go with you.
An useless Cloud Knight soldier without
We may
face.
not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Xianzhou. How can we let Outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines? With your permission, sir, allow me to lead the way.
I understand your sentiments, soldier. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author. You have a more important duty. Cloud Knights, attention! After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state, you must withdraw immediately and seal off the delve once more. The Master Diviner will lead you.
Yes, General!
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return, I entrust you with the important task of relaying the full account to the other Xianzhou ships.
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true general.
Yeah, since I already control Jing Yuan from the start, so using him as a lead character really fit the theme. In a while ago, I mentioned that it is just like Urashima Taro Tales in Japanese about Dragon Palette under the sea, but now that I think about it again, Chinese also had Dragon Palette version, Chinese version of the tale also, and it might be even longer history than Japanese one.
I understand your misgivings, but my decision is made. That is the course we must take.
Very well. In that case, I will report you to the Preceptors and have you stripped of the name and power of the High Elder.
This must be the first High Elder that accepted the mission to quell the Ambrosial Arbor. According to tradition, from then on, successive High Elders were obliged to return to the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. They would guide the tides of the ancient sea to guard and strengthen the Arbor's seal.
Do you remember now?
Yes. Reverence to the three talents, the path to the great roots. It's the way to the root depths.
Is that some kind of riddle? Reverence to the three talons. What the heck does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Just follow me.
Oh, what a huge palace. Completely abandoned. That must have been difficult for them. Imagine
There are dragon at the center too. Dragon Palace after all.
For the Vidyadhara, it must have been a necessary sacrifice.
Is this egg?
What?
Miss March, I would advise you to refrain from interfering with the Vidyadhara.
Huh? The Vidyadhara? You mean these pearls will turn into people?
When the life of a Vidyadhara is over, they return to the ancient sea and form a shell before emerging anew. This is the hatching rebirth cycle.
Oh, just like
Oh.
so they can die. When they die, they return into a shell and rehatch. Would Dan Hung be like that too? Ceremonial lamp left by the Vidrahala that contain the Vidrahala power of sealing. By lining them up in specific sequence, corresponding seal in Galjot waterscape can be. Have to do it in specific
This is one of
sequence
the
also.
places mentioned in the riddle. One of the 3 talents. If we can break the seal here, we'll be a step closer to the roots of the arbor.
Okay, how do I break
Those
seal?
seals you mentioned, do you mean these weird-looking stone lanterns?
That's right. From what I recall, we have to touch these stone lanterns in a particular sequence to unlock the seals in this area.
In that case, then, I'll leave it to you.
Yeah, what are the
Do
specific
my best.
sequence? Are there any hint? Have to find a hint. Okay, I see it now. Just like Harry Potter, I mean Hogwarts Legacy. This one is 1. This one is 3. I see from the amount of the panel downstairs. Right, yeah, I think my guess is correct. 1, 2, 3. 4. Yeah, 1 try and it's done.
It worked.
General, did you hear about Miss Immune?
I received word from Lady Fu. The depth of Fentilia's infiltration, along with her meticulous planning, makes her extremely difficult to guard against. The Cloud Knights will carry out an investigation. But for now, our most pressing matter is to put a stop to Fentilia's scheme.
Time there is monster waiting too. I wonder if we have to fight that one.
This seal
It's a
was
big
already on
one.
the verge of breaking before the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
There are abominations up ahead. Careful of
Okay, it seems we have to fight it first. Yeah. There's no clue.
I command
Alright. Have to die. Damn song, you know.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
The dead return! Here is thunder! Show no mercy.
These are new monster prepare to be featured in next version of Forgotten Hall, I think.
Conflict is pitiless!
Lend me your strength.
Here is thunder! Bloom. Repay. I underestimated you. Is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Lend me your strength.
Here is thunder. The dead return!
This app is actually quite strong, consider
Lend me your strength.
in normal enemy standard.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Did you notice the flagstone the creature was stepping on? I wonder if it has any connection to the seal.
The seal is different this time. Let's see. Ah, I see. Show me. Right, I think it's this direction. 1, 2. 1. second. Okay, should be another one try and success. See crew.
Okay, let's head to the third seal.
Last seal.
The last of the three talents is here.
Okay, what is the clue this time? It seems to be different on this one. Touch. Oh shit, no.
What seems to be the
I haven't
problem?
decided.
It would appear the seals have you at a loss. Could the murals in what seems to be the problem, Frank? It would appear the seals have you at a loss. Could the murals in our vicinity be related to the seals?
There's the mural. Where's the mural? Okay, here. Found it.
Our reincarnation's greatest cost, the wisdom of a past life lost, yet through the teachings of our kind, unto the young again consigned. The mural depicts the Vidyadhara being guided by their elder, wiser kin after their rebirth.
This mural is pretty interesting. Looks like time hasn't had any effect on it.
This mural must be related to the others here. It tells the story of the Vidyadhara self-reincarnation, from hatching rebirth in the ancient sea, to the return to that same sea as the cycle begins again.
Hey, do you think this could be related to the seal?
Perhaps.
Perhaps? Fair enough. It's tough racking your brains all the time. I'm struggling to keep track.
Let's see other mural.
And as the day is almost gone, return alone to water's song. Beneath the waves in silver shell, await new life that time will tell. The worldly limit of the Vidyadhara is reached after 7 centuries. They return to the ancient sea and form a shell, awaiting the next hatching rebirth.
7th century, that is 700 years.
Beneath the lunar glow adorned, Vidyadhara eggs begin to form, and from the ancient sea rebirth, to walk again on solid earth. This mural describes the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth in the luminescent depths, at the beginning of self-reincarnation.
This one is the beginning, so it should be the first one.
Our people sing the hymn of clouds, and dance to water's cherished sounds. And high above the dragon flies, to each is destined a different sky. This mural portrays the Vidyadhara young. They acquire knowledge and depart for different places on the Shenzhou, thereby dedicating themselves to serving the Alliance.
This one should be the number 2.
What seems to be the problem, Frank?
Oh no.
The seals have you at a loss.
I have to start from this
Could the
one.
vicinity be related to the seal? What seems to be the problem, Frank?
Yeah.
It would appear the seals have
This
you
has
at
to
a
be the
loss.
first one.
Could the murals in our vicinity be related to the seals?
It's weird that this one is not the second one. First one is basically when they're born. Second one This one is the return to the egg again. This one is talking about rebirth cycle, maybe this one. Okay. Should be this one. Okay. No now. So this should be the last one. Done. They're ready to fight the boss now. The story is so short this time. A bit too short though if this end already. I think the story is a lot shorter than Genshin Impact.
Now, we must head for the roots of the arbor. The roots of the arbor are still growing.
It's Ventilia. We must hurry.
It is almost like we are fighting the dragon. But no, we are not fighting dragon.
We've reached the end. These are the roots of the ambrosial arbor, where the vestiges of abundance lie. Reverence to the three talents, the path to the great roots. This is it. Under the power of the High Elder, the arbor's roots have formed into the image of a dragon. Now, I will break the final seal.
I hope everyone is prepared.
Yep, let's fight. I never heard about fighting dragon, so I don't think we actually fighting the dragon. Let's see. Talent level 80. Team must include Jingyuan. Really? What if they don't have Jingyuan then? For trial, Jingyuan is also level 80. Let's compare if my Jingyuan or the trial Jingyuan is stronger. 2800, speed 136, kit rate 73%, damage 80%, HP 3400. Compare my lower HP, lower ATK, lower crit rate, lower speed, but a lot more crit damage. And maxed out alone. So of course mine is stronger. Okay, I will prepare for the worst case, so I'm going to... Do I need a tank? Seriously, not sure. I think it's overkill if I have Bailu and a tank. Let's see double healer for auto. Let's try this team first. I don't think it's gonna be hard, it's just a story boss after all. Despite they're gonna be level 80.
Has the General of the Lawfu chosen to grace me with his presence?
That witch! She was here waiting for us the whole time! Show yourself, Fantilia!
And the benefactors, too. Oh, patience, patience. Let me make myself presentable.
I turn into a big mama with big boob, I think. The one I see in the tester before.
The Arbor's traces really do possess the power of metamorphosis.
Fantilia! What?
The story has a lot of cutscene, but I think it's gonna be very short. I mean, it seems to end here already. From what I expect.
Live up to the name. Let's see if I can put it to good use. The very power that brought the Xianzhou long life, I will use to bring it destruction.
Vantilia has usurped the power of the Arbor. All of you, focus on destroying the Phantom Flowers. I'll go for the body.
So it keeps summoning Abundant Lotus. Doesn't say anything more than this. What does a Lotus do? Every action taken restore 50% HP. Both of them basically keep healing themselves. As expect for the deity of the Abundant. Abundant is basically healing in this game.
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
Time for the map. Show no mercy. For the Xianzhou!
I'll see you off.
When we destroy the Lotus, we recover skill point. If we do not destroy the Lotus, it drains our skill point, I see.
So much bark with so little bite. Your attacks are futile. This body was born of the Arbor. You are but ants.
You are the one who bark.
I'm the vanguard of the hunt.
I already attacked you more than half of the first bar.
Need a doctor? What's in your prescription?
Assistance is timely.
A thousand thanks.
Mistake.
The weeds in my garden give me more grief.
Your arrogance betrays you.
On my command, or the Xianzhou!
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
I'm gonna kill your first bar first now.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Vanquish the abomination!
Need a doctor?
Nothing major.
Is that it?
This boss keeps draining skill point. It might be danger in the chaos phase memory hall. But in story version, I don't think I'm gonna have any problem. That is Supernova Sephiroth attack.
Curse will end in destruction. And with it, the abundance and the hunt will disappear.
Assistance is timely.
So we are on the second phase now where we can break those Lotus. And what are the different now? Let's see. Lotus is self-destruct when summoner is defeated. Okay, never. Weakness protect. What is the ability? Heal lightning damage for single target based on percentage of their max HP. This damage ignore the target depth. Basically, it damage on max HP. Lightning element. A chance of inflicting prana siphon to single target. Prana siphon is basically reduce your max HP that you can heal. Just like pan. I think it's called pain effect in the Final Fantasy 13. When in bloom status, use Havoc during the next action. When Destruction Lotan is weakness broken, defeat or having bloom dispel while in bloom Fantilia. The Undying receive increased damage and have their action delay. Basically, we break this weakness or kill this. The main body will have damage receive increase also. After suffering a killing blow, enter repose. What is repose? Also can use Havoc during the next action when in bloom status. Okay, Havoc is the first attack. Right? For her abilities or about doing lightning damage or target or single target, or lock on the target and cause Destruction Lotus to boom at the same time. Spell Destruction Lotus weakness protect effect. Destruction Lotus will use Havoc during effect. So basically a team combination attack. Okay, I learned the enemy now.
Time for them. Show no mercy.
Lend me your strength.
For the Xianzhou!
I don't need to care about my healing at all. During this effect, everyone just heal themselves. I love the music, by the way. This is like Indian music. I think the feeling is close to when we fight Lasami on Final Fantasy XIV, MMO game.
You take it from here.
What? Cutscene attack. Use Cloud him low to attack Fantasia. This is ultimate. Look very cool.
Finally remembered our duty of watching over the armor.
We've entered the storm.
When above this, so that 10 steps of the sword. Following up attack gonna be very strong. One down.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
You chose the wrong enemy.
On my command.
She get damage received increase, she die now. Supernova again.
Bloom. 1,000 thanks.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Big boom.
So much effort to crush us, and met with so little success. I wonder what the other Ravagers would think.
It's almost as if you can't wait to be acquainted. I'm afraid you won't have the chance.
Phase 3. No, wait.
You see?
Lucky I have Bailu. Summon the Lightning Lord and eliminate the flower generated by Fantasy. Okay. It's forced me to do it, like forcing my hand. But that was dangerous. That hit almost killed my launcher.
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. What's in your prescription?
feel much better.
Atelier, your scheme ends here. Vanquish the abomination.
Before we kill her, I think that step gonna be very damaging on her. Very hard damaging. So let me check the skill first. This one. Deal imaginary damage to target. Same as before, but just change the element. Seems everything is same as before, just change element. Okay, she has one increased new move. Deal imaginary damage to a single target and delay their action. Other than that, it seems to be the same. Yeah, same as before. Oh, not a bit more HP than before, I think. Dan Hang, your turn. We can use Dan Hang ultimate on B. See, this is power of Bailu healing. I don't cost any HP at all from all those attacks. Because Bailu counter heal and get hit.
Show no mercy.
That is why I say Bailong is good with blade if you want. Both Lao Cha and Bailu are good with blade. But I think even better than Lao Cha is Bailu.
I'll see you off.
In the vanguard of the hunt.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return! For the Xianzhou!
I think he's gonna die now.
You don't look so good.
Lend me your strength.
On my command. Vanquish the abomination!
We've entered the sea.
Alright, final hit.
Guard and defend.
Let's do it.
Crush them.
The Thunder Lord. 98k. White sheet getting damage received increased. I think she should have died already. That 1% may be a fluke. Or it's a script attack. And 1% remaining HP just for cutscene.
I wonder if the transformation of the Xianzhou General into a Void Ranger would cast the Law Fu back into chaos. Destruction works in a fascinating way. What are you?
What did he do?
Do it!
Oh, he used Thunder Lord attack to stab her from behind. Combo with Dan Hang.
General of the Hunt. But all I lost was a body stolen on a whim. And you, how much longer can you last? The destruction of the Xianzhou is nigh.
Be gone, pawn of destruction. Tell the Legion that the vengeance of the Hunt will fall upon them.
General, are you okay?
I'm still alive. it would seem. The two of us can still coordinate our efforts. Vantilia, a truly fearsome enemy. If she hadn't attempted to turn me into a pawn of destruction, I'm afraid victory would have been far from certain. Vantilia had established a link between me and herself. Her well-timed strike gravely injured her. Thus, her connection to the Arbor was severed.
So it was all part of the plan? When Dan Heng stabbed you, I was scared to death.
Basically, he let enemy connect with him, like link together, and when Dan Heng stabbed Jing Yuan, it also hurt to the main body of the enemy also. Yes, that is probably it.
It takes more than that to destroy an emanator of destruction. Still...
Vantilia won't be stirring up trouble anytime soon. Don't worry about her infecting the Arbor again. It's just that sealing the Stellaron is going to take some time.
Leave that to the Master Diviner. I'm afraid I may be somewhat spent.
General, keep those eyes open. Now's not the time to fall asleep. Hey, wake up!
But I mean, Jing Yuan should get stabbed too, right? It's his body after all. Even though he already linked with the enemy. Vantilia is basically one of the god of destruction general, so she is like one tier lower than the last part of this game. So she is considered very high tier enemy. Hellblast mission. Stay tuned. Find out what happened next in the upcoming installment. Oh wow, it's end already. We also unlocked the last Elderon for the main character also. But this story is very short. I mean, in Genshin Impact, I think when they have new patch for story, I played that in around 3 hours or more. For this game, I think it's less than 2 hours of the main story, so it's a bit short. But yeah, and it our team is strong, so we don't have to try a lot of time. By the way, for every character so far in this game, the E6 Elderon is always naked. I don't know why. It's like tradition or something. Okay. Anyway, that is for me for the short live stream today. Enjoy a update review video upcoming soon in less than 10 minutes. Already get the schedule. And for this live stream is end here. Thank everyone for watching. I will be seeing you later when the story continue in the Honkai Star Rail, or when I have some content to show you. Actually lately I only show you when there are some new content worthy of it. I might show you 4.0 story from Genshin when it's come. I think it's coming soon sometime. Right, see you later. Bye bye. Good night.